Oh shit. What's the deal? This is boy Dwayne McClain at Dwayne McClain TV, man. Sorry about being late. You know what I'm saying? We got a boy here. He said, we gotta Doc Dwayne pay for the tardiness. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta start paying the doc anything. You know what I mean? But he also said here, he said, we broke, but I'm gonna look out soon, man. Don't pressure yourself. All right. Look out when you can. It's all good. He said, I got a daughter, been spoiling her, but appreciate it. Hey man, take care of her first, man. Dwayne McClain TV come last. Y'all send me the scraps, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you got. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'll be taking care of my shit over here, you know what I'm saying? But we'll be on DMTV too. But we got a great guest tonight, man. This dude been keeping it real with me. You know what I'm saying? I hit him up. So I was just really was trying to just get a good laugh. I went to see one of his older videos and seen buddy was live. Responded to him. He responded back. We got to keep real niggas in the game. There's too many agents out there. You know what I'm saying? Because usually most niggas don't even fuck with my channel. Most niggas be on that agent shit. You like the Colts? Troy the 9? I don't like the Colts' pay man left. My thoughts on the game, I don't even watch football no more. What's good with Dwayne? Before y'all start talking about my weed, it's just a little roach. I ain't roll a whole blunt, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what it is. Right here in the South, we don't have weed names. All right. Our weed does not be like gelato or shit. It just be gas or they call it za now. All right. It don't be real Zaza, the official Zaza. So I got my boys regular gas. You know what I'm saying? So got to get right before the show. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, what's been new? And before, hey Dwayne, I'm here past my bedtime drinking a bottle of wine. Don't get too drunk. Shouts out to Nikata's channel. You know what I'm saying? But before we get too far into it, let me go and bring my guest on, man. My boy been waiting. We kind of late with it. So let me bring my boy on. We got HOTBOY414 in the building.
Oh, indeed, shit. What's the deal? Indeed. What's good, boy?
What's up with you?
Man, shit, right now, just getting off another live stream.
Shit, you was live on your channel or somebody else's?
I was live on Melly Monaco talent show. She had me come on there and perform every week. But she also go live on Mondays and Wednesdays, but then she do the talent shows on Thursdays. And then I went live on my channel after she went live to tell people that I was going to be on here.
Oh, shit. Well, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I need all the viewership coming over here.
No trouble.
Yeah, man. Hey, so what do you do, man? You like rap? Anything else? Like just media? So, tell the people about you.
I'm HOTBOY414 for the people who don't know. So I know you guys heard of like the remix to R&B songs and stuff like that. I actually started that 3 years ago before everybody else jumped on the wave. It started after I caught a case it was self-defense, but I had to kill 2 people. And my case was so high ranking, it was on CNN. And then I dropped the remix to Kiss Me Through the Phone, but it was Shoot Me Through the Phone. And I had so many guns in the video, like I can start my own gun shop, like dead ass. And then it got to the point where that blew up so much that No Jumper picked it up. Fader picked it up. Elevator Magazine picked it up. A bunch of blogs picked it up. I'm even on Genius, the Genius, the one with the yellow screen in the back, and they ask you about your lyrics and shit. And pretty much, I started doing the remix shit after that. I started taking it full-fledged serious. Because it gave me a way to express my life through that. So when I was rapping like normal, how everybody else rap, and then I had this period of, damn, how can I refine my music and stay in the same lane, but not do the same thing everybody else is doing? And I thought of the remix shit, so I remix R&B songs about murder and guns and everything. And the thing about it is, every single video or trailer that I drop, I never have the same guns in the videos, but I always have an excessive amount. So at the minimum, I have 10 guns, and I have dead ass all the guns that's been in the most popular video games. So I have FNs, Desert Eagles, Mossbergs, ARs, Diamondbacks, AKs, bazookas, which is with
How you get a hold of a fucking bazooka?
the same way I get my guns. I ain't gonna drop the sauce on that. I can tell you personally, but I ain't gonna drop the sauce on YouTube. But
I feel you.
yeah, I get them and I get them legally, so uh, I ain't gotta worry about like no police presence or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, bazookas, grenades, flashbangs, automatic ARs, automatic AKs, automatic Glocks,
Mm-hmm.
everything, silencers, everything a normal civilian ain't got.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, well, 2 weeks into doing the remix shit, I got signed by Universal Music Group, uh,
Shit.
which is the biggest label in the world. Uh, the year I got signed, they only signed me and Pop Smoke,
Mm-hmm.
and well, Pop Smoke got a. I ain't gonna lie, Pop Smoke got a fucked up deal. He got a 360 deal, which he don't own none of his music. Um,
So that's why they be spinning
so,
his music after his death like that.
yeah, because the only people who getting paid is the label. His people ain't getting paid from that shit. Like his brother in the same position he was before he started rapping. So it's he got a fucked up deal. I got a distribution deal because I was already so popular, so I went mega viral to the point where it was artists dropping trillers to songs. I'm the reason that Triller blew up the way it was. Like I even got the proof for everything I'm saying. Triller even sent me an email and let me know because literally I would get a Triller. Um, so I will go to the studio, make 8 songs in 2 hours, and they'll all be remixes. But it don't take me long to record those because I freestyle all my remixes. Every single remix I freestyle, I remade the beat, and I did everything. So that's how I'm able to sell them and make money off of them. Otherwise, I would have been getting sued for copyright infringement.
Mm-hmm.
But I go to the studio, make eight remixes in 2 hours. Out of those 8 songs, I would go home, make 8 different trillers. In the same day, I change my clothes, change the guns, and I will post a triller every single day, not taking a day off. Um, I post one every single day. And then also that same day, I post the same song that I posted the trailer to. I post that on Apple Music, Spotify, and all that shit, which is hard to drop a song the same day on Apple Music and Spotify as like you want to drop anything. It's hard to drop the same day, but I got the connections to where I can do that. But also, I drop it on YouTube, drop the trailers on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and the distribution platform would drop it on Facebook and all these other sites. But since I monetized it through the distribution platform, I would get paid every time somebody retweeted it, every time somebody quoted it. Hell, even somebody favorited it, I get paid from it.
Mm.
Uh, and that's the way I did it. But also, people didn't know that when you drop music on distribution sites, you can drop the same song or the same album on every single distribution site, and literally it only show up on Apple Music and Spotify and only show up once. So when a person it don't post that same album or that same song 8 times. So when somebody click on that one song, all they gotta do is click it once, and that same play that's gonna show up on Apple Music or Spotify is gonna translate over all those 8 sites. So I'm 3 times platinum. I'm platinum on 2 albums and I'm platinum on 1 single. But technically, since I'm platinum on 2 albums, every song on that album or on those 2 albums are platinum. So I have 29 platinum songs, and
How many views does it take to be platinum?
a million. It's a million, but they have to be they not streams. So I have a million sold copies, not a million streams. A million streams is only 100,000 sales technically, because how they start doing streams is it's like
They sum it up. It's like the equivalent of this many streams equals one album sold.
yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah. So it's like I think it's like 10. Every 10 streams is one album sold. So I have a million sold copies of 3 different bodies of work.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, from that, all the that raised my I would say my draft price. So how people go in the league and they stock and draft rise when they a good player and they ain't injured. It's like Kobe or LeBron coming into the league. So whenever I got signed by Universal, I'm getting a million views on Twitter just off a Triller in 24 hours. So like it's people, artists like the baby posted a Triller to one of his songs, and he got 7,000 retweets and like 14,000 favorites. Literally, I post a Triller every day to each one of my songs, and in 24 hours, I hit 1.4 million views, 500,000 retweets, and 1.8 million favorites. So whenever I got into the room with Universal, like I had all the leverage because it wasn't just one video did that. Every time I posted a video, literally in less than 24 hours, it would hit 1 million views. And at the maximum.
When you was dropping them to get those million views, were you using anything like well, I don't know what it is, like one of the promotion things that help boost the views? Or
No, I never
views?
did anything that had to do with promotion. I never paid for promotion. I never paid for a feature. I never did nothing ever. So it was all organic. Like I was touching every part of the internet, and it was really because I had 2 gimmicks. When people say gimmicks, when people in the music industry say gimmicks, they don't mean like necessarily a joking type. Oh, it's a bullshit concept. No, a gimmick just means you have something to market. So my gimmick was having so many guns, but also doing the remixes to the songs about other shit. You feel me? And it sounded good, so it wasn't just bullshit. So I had
how I found you, man. I found you through the Baby Shark remix. I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit was funny as hell. And then all them damn guns you had.
Yes, sir.
And then that's how I came across. I was just needing to laugh one day. Looked that video up. It was just funny as hell. The guns, all the shit, the song. And I seen you was live. I said, let me message this nigga, see what's up. And your ass wrote back. I'm like, oh shit, that's what's up. No, but I wasn't expecting this story you telling, man. So basically, you were saying that you got a situation where you had to defend yourself. That made CNN News. 2 people lost their lives. And you said you had leverage when you came to the label because you was working so hard, grinding, dropping stuff on Triller. I don't even know what Triller is, but we're gonna ask you about that later. But you was grinding every day.
It's like TikTok.
Dropping. It's like what?
It's like TikTok. It was TikTok before TikTok.
Oh, okay. So you was dropping stuff every day. And so when you came to Universal, you had leverage for you. Like, hey, I drop this music every day. I'm making millions of views. It's a raw views. I'm not paying for views. So you came to them with leverage. So what happened after that? Like,
so they gave me $150,000, but they also gave me a distribution deal to where I own all of my music. I will forever own all of my music. But they gave me $150,000 to basically keep going in the direction I was already going in. And I didn't get a 360 deal where they own any of my music because I was already a machine. So I didn't need a machine, which would technically be the label, to back me. So I
And
didn't need promotion.
I didn't want to interrupt you, but I want to ask this question while I got it in my head. So you
Go
said you
ahead.
started with Pop Smoke, and
Hmm.
Pop Smoke went mainstream. I would say y'all started at the same time. I wouldn't consider you mainstream. I consider you more of an underground artist. Would the
Hmm.
reason why he signed a 360 deal be the reason why he's more mainstream and you're not?
Nah. So okay. The thing about me is I could already be mainstream, but I put music on the back burners to work on other shit. So I have three businesses that I started that are actually thriving right now. I made an app, like I created an app because I know how to code. I also do special effects, CGI, editing. I'm editing for movies now for people on Hulu. I have my hand in damn near everything. And then my other two businesses are credit cleaning and helping people with their taxes.
Hey,
So
well, look,
like,
we got to link up after this because I got to clean my credit ASAP.
oh yeah, and I can get any inquiry off your taxes.
Okay. I didn't want to interrupt.
So
Continue, man. My bad.
yeah, so like I have my hand in like other businesses and shit because I always had dreams. My main dream was becoming the biggest artist I could ever be, and that was so obtainable to the point where when it happened, I was like, okay, I finished that. Let me go do something else. You feel me? I didn't just want to
Okay.
stay in that realm because at this point right now, I got songs with Trippy Red, I got songs with Future, I got
Mm.
songs with Chris Brown and Tory Lanez, I got songs with Remy Ma, I got songs with Lil C's, I got songs with uh shit, damn near everybody in the game, and also me being who I am, like every artist knows me, and not just artists. Like last time I was in LA, I was at Kylie Jenner house. I was when I was at Kylie Jenner house, I was with Courtney and Kendall Kardashian, and they all knew me. Kylie Jenner, I ain't gonna say she fangirl, but like she wasn't expecting to see me. And then also, I'm cool with Slick Woods, which is Rihanna's model. She's been Rihanna's model for Fenty for like 8 years. Even before Fenty was Fenty, she was Rihanna's model. And literally every time I'm in LA, I link with her, and we just go to every artist that fuck with me, and she just bring me around them because,
Mm.
and it's not even just artists. Like she had me around Rihanna, and this is when Rihanna was pregnant. She had me around YG artists. She had me around the guy. It's this guy named Fabian. He basically, to become a supermodel or to become a model, period, you have to go through him.
Mm.
Um, link with him and chill with supermodels. And I was
Mm.
also about to write a book, which I'm still planning on doing, but I'm thinking about making it an audio book instead of a real book. And it's
Mm.
about how to get women, but not just how to get any woman, how to get the baddest females in the world, like extra supermodel type females or females with notoriety and shit like that. And uh, basically, all the tips and tricks I used, I asked all the females that was in that house, all the supermodels. I asked
Mm.
all of them, are my tips, are they true? Like, is
Mm.
the shit I'm saying, is it true? And they all said yes. So that's what basically um, gave me the stamp of approval to do that.
Okay. All right. So before we go any further, I want to just ask you this. So you heard a lot of different names just pop up, Kardashians and
Mhm.
stuff. And I say being late. You know, the type of content I make, I want to ask you: have you seen any of like the weird stuff that goes on in Hollywood, like the rumors of
Yeah.
rituals and sacrifice and stuff like that?
So whenever I was with Fabian, with Slickwoods, Fabian is older gentleman, and he happens to be homosexual. So all the females he's around, he doesn't do anything with them.
Mm-hmm.
But while we were around Fabian, he let us know some things about some people's favorite artists, about them being, well, about him engaging in sexual acts with them.
Mm-hmm.
And when I mean this, people's favorite artist is somebody who signed, well, who is somebody who's big in YMCMB, is somebody who's big who I did a song with also, who, yeah, he fornicated with. And
Oh.
he called them on FaceTime in front of us and proved it.
Mm. That's like one of the weirdest situations that you've seen. Is there worse? I mean, you ain't got to put all your business out. You know what I'm saying? But I'll just
Is
asking.
I don't care because
Okay.
like all of my friends that are rappers, they're dying. They're slowly dying, and like it's getting sad at this point. Like Draco the Ruler, me and him was talking. The day I actually made a trailer saying they need to free my nigga Draco. And later that day, he ended up getting out of prison. This is when he had that murder charge.
Mm-hmm.
And he hit me up. And he was like, bro, niggas been fucking with you for a minute. We was watching your videos while I was locked up, and we need to get some shit together. I was supposed to go out to California and link with him. And then we was just talking, sending music back and forth and shit. And whenever I was finna go out there, like I was gonna go out there like 3 days before he ended up getting killed. Um,
Mm.
but I didn't go because I ended up having court. So that's the only thing that stopped me from going. Otherwise, I would have probably been with him.
Mm.
I wouldn't be like dead or anything. I don't think so. But like I would have been with him because we made plans to where, oh, if I'm going to Cali to chill with you, I'm only chilling with you
Mm-hmm.
because I know how basically the people around him is. I know how, you know what I mean, he don't trust people. I know how, you know what I mean, I know what he will want around him and what he wouldn't want around him. And me moving around and doing, you know what I mean, doing me and being around other artists that he might not like, it it would be it would be detrimental.
Oh,
And
okay.
not on no dick riding shit like, oh yeah, I'm coming here to chill with you, I'm only gonna chill with you, like not on no female shit, but like you gotta think of it like this. If I was YB homeboy and uh 20 minutes after I go chill with him, I go chill with Lil Durk, YB not gonna want me around him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just one of those.
Now, have you seen anything like type of like witchcraft, anything in that industry?
Witchcraft, no. But I have seen some Satan worshiping that's like it hit my aura more than it just hit my spirit.
Mm.
So I can feel the evil.
Mm. What particular artist or situation where that happened?
Uh, it wasn't a particular artist. It was and it was multiple artists. So it wasn't just one. So I can't just pinpoint and be like, oh, it was just one artist because they kind of did it as a group.
Oh, okay. So multiple artists where you felt this satanic evil energy
Yeah,
around. And what was it like
yeah.
when you was around? It's more so, hey, I'm just get my money and go, or
No, because you gotta think all money ain't good money, and
mm,
it happened like that because even with the Kylie Jenner thing, so uh, I believe Tory Lanez with the Megan Thee Stallion situation because that started at Kylie Jenner's house.
mm,
Whenever I went to Kylie Jenner's house, she was flirtatious towards me,
mm,
and I had to turn her down. And it
mm,
wasn't everybody I tell that to, they like, bro, you should have fucked her. You could have been the next Travis Scott. And I always tell people not necessarily because it could go good and it could also go bad. But
mm.
she was the only reason I didn't even necessarily tell her no. I just told her not right now. Whenever
Mm-hmm.
it finally got out that that's what she was trying to do, I just told her not right now, and that I could tell females like that ain't never been rejected, but she didn't
Mm-hmm.
trip out to the point where like other females, like it's been other females, like famous females that I turned down for sex,
Mm-hmm.
and they're so famous that they never been rejected that they put their hands on me, like punch me in my fucking face.
Mm-hmm. Damn, they hit you because you turned them down.
Yeah,
Damn, that's crazy.
and
So,
it's just because they never been turned down before, and they're rich and famous, so it's
mm-hmm.
like the chances of them get rejected are slim to none.
Mm-hmm. Now, being in those circles, how did you find yourself in those circles of the entertainment industry? Because of a regular person, it's hard for them to get there. Was it just off the hard work ethic? Did you know somebody? Know somebody? Did you have to partake in any type of?
No, it was all off hard work, but because literally before I got signed, like the 2 weeks. Remember, I told you it was only 2 weeks until I got signed by Universal.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Before that 2 weeks, I was homeless. Like when I mean homeless, like I didn't have shit. I was just making the videos and making the remixes to keep cheerful about my life because I was in the streets. I was doing this and that, and I did end up killing two people, and I went to the feds because they thought I dry ass killed the people until my lawyer found the video, and that basically cleared my name, um, and yeah, it just made it to where I whenever I got out, my bond was $2.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
So in Texas, you only pay 10%. So I paid $250,000 and I bonded out the first day, which the U.S. Marshals came. They hit at 7 o'clock in the morning. I didn't end up getting out of the feds until 6:45 that next morning,
Mm-hmm.
but it was because I bonded out. But that was all the money I had. So when I did end up getting out, I was flat broke, didn't have nowhere to stay. I was living on the street for 2 weeks. Not
Mm-hmm.
even I was living on the street longer than 2 weeks technically, because you know what I mean. Uh, the day okay, so Universal hit me up 2 weeks after that, but one of the A&Rs hit me up and he was like, "Hey, when can you be in New York?" And I'm like, "Shit, right now," because I wasn't doing nothing. I was
Mm-hmm.
homeless, and it was already like 8 o'clock at night. And he was like, I'm thinking tomorrow," and I'm like, "All right, cool." And he bought my flight that night, and then the next day, I was in New York, um, and they flew me first class, and I didn't even know what record label it was until literally I pulled up in front of the building. So think about that, random record label flying you out. You don't even know it's a record label because it's an A&R that's hitting you up. So it's just a random person. Um, they fly you to New York, so you see the flight is first class. So okay, cool. You just thinking a random motherfucker got money enough to fly first class. Soon as you land, it's an Escalade waiting for you. That
Mm-hmm.
Escalade take you to a hotel in Times Square, the Americana. It took me to
Mm-hmm.
the Americana in Times Square. I went, got my room, which they already paid for and everything. I was just checking in. Um, and then after I went upstairs and changed and everything, the Escalade was still waiting for me downstairs. So I should have
Mm-hmm.
knew off that alone that that's money. Cause for a car to wait for you in New York, that's a lot. Um, so then, cause it took me probably about 30 minutes to get ready. So then I went down to the car, got in the Escalade. We drove from Times Square all the way to the Universal Music Group building, which is a gold building. Like literally when we put like I'm in the car not thinking nothing. Like I'm thinking the whole time, I'm like, damn, what kind of building are we finna pull up to? Or I'm thinking it's like a studio, but it's not like a studio, but like a record label, but it's maybe like a hole in the wall record label. Like I had my expectations were low. And then when we pulled up in front of the Universal building, I'm not thinking it's that building because out of the window, I can't even see the top of the building. That's how big the skyscraper was. So all I see is gold. So I get out the car, I go to the door, and the doorman face lit up when he see me, and he even knew my name. And I get into the building, I say what's up to him. I go to the front desk. The people at the front desk, they face lit up, and then they called upstairs and they said, "Hot Boy's here." And immediately, as soon as he said that, I get a FaceTime call on my phone from the A&R, and he said, "You downstairs?" I said, "Yeah." Then they give me this name tag that say HOTBOY414, and they say go to the 7th floor. So I go up to the 7th floor, and then once I get off the elevator, I see every record label on TVs, and I'm thinking, damn, Universal is some psychopathic motherfuckers that they have their competition on the TVs every day, and they see that every day when they get off the elevator so they can work harder all day. No, they own all of those labels, and I did not know that.
They own all the labels. Like what labels? The competition?
So no, they technically not competition because they own all the labels. So Atlantic Records, 300, Interscope, fucking literally every record label you can think of, Universal Music Group owns it. It's only two record labels in this world. It's Universal Music Group and Warner. And Warner
It's only
owns.
them two.
Yeah, it's only those two. Everything else is owned by either Universal or Warner. And I did not know that. So I'm thinking they just got their competition on the TV every day. Like, yeah, they some sick motherfuckers. They get that's their creatine. Like that's what pumped them up to see their competition every day as soon as they get off the elevator so they can work harder all day. No, they own all those labels. So when I got into the room with Steven Victor, but it was also like 12 motherfuckers in the room. And there was most of them was white. None of them was black. One of them was like Puerto Rican or something. But I did not know that I was sitting in the same room with Diplo, Marshmello, all these super producers, and Diplo is an iconic super producer. I didn't know I was sitting in the same room with him, and he was sitting in on a meeting with me because they knew about me and they fucked with me that hard. I didn't know I was sitting in the same room as Marshmello. And the dude who technically got me in that room, well, not even got me in that room, but vouched for me after like I was already going viral, is Cash Money AP. He quoted one of my videos on Twitter one day, one of my trillers, and he said this shit hard. And then remember I told you I post every day. So the next day I posted again. He said the same shit again. And then I posted the next day and he was like, bro, nah, this 3 days in a row. Like, nah, see, now we gotta work. Because the first day after he said this is hard, I told him to send me some beats. And he said, in due time. But after the third day, he seen me posting and he said it was fire. He was like, oh yeah, now we gotta work. Then he sent me in my DMs, he sent me, well, not in my DMs, he DM'd me, and then he sent me 20 beats, and within an hour, I sent him 8 songs back.
Shit. So that work ethic there probably could have got you over the hump, sending them the music back that fast.
Yeah. So whenever I got in the room with Steven Victor, he let me know the contract. He broke it down to me. because I told him I was gonna need a lawyer because my aunt's a lawyer, and I sent her the contract, but she was taking forever to respond. So I just read it over myself, and then I asked him, so what does contract mean?" He broke it down, everything to me. And initially, my contract was gonna be for 4 years, but they give you a pen whenever they give you a contract. It's not for signing. It's for signing also, but it's for marking stuff out because you could take whatever out of the contract that you don't want. So I marked out 4 years and put 2. So that's why that's why I'm out of the deal now. But now I'm signed with Sony.
Are you currently signed to Sony right now?
Yeah, because my deal with Universal ended.
Oh, okay. Now can
And
can other people go out and get these type of deals, or is like a certain way you only can be approached?
the way that they can get the same kind of deal I had is if they have leverage. That's the only way. Because otherwise they're not gonna. So basically, I got like what a partnership is. So how Lil Baby made 4PF and got his he signed Rallo Rodriguez and all them people. That's because he has a partnership with his label.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically got a partnership.
Oh, okay.
So they didn't own none of my music, and basically I can continue doing what I'm doing, but they also gave me money and they also gave me the backing of having the record label behind me. So anything I wanted to do, I had the biggest label in the world backing me. So if I wanted to get sponsored by Glock and do some shit with Glock, I have a whole record label behind me that can talk to those people and get me in the door without me having to make 20 videos. Oh yeah, I got every Glock in the book and Glock sponsor me. I don't have to do that.
So that's what's up. You got all those different deals and stuff like that. So I wanted to ask this: was there any part in time where you were asked to attend like some type of secret meeting or something to take an over?
No.
No. So would you say, from your perspective, the type of content where we got people saying celebrities take rituals, they do this, they're sacrificing. From your perspective, would you say all that is cap, or you would say, hey, that stuff is real, I just didn't get involved?
I don't know. That I don't know. So all of the people who I ever did music with or I met that were bigger artists, they all literally gave me genuine love. It's motherfucking artists who say, "Oh yeah, these artists switched up on me after a while. Motherfuckers switched up. Motherfuckers did me wrong." No, like literally, I I honestly feel like I had so many guns and all the videos, and I was really on hot boy shit so much that motherfuckers, I feel like motherfuckers is scared of me to the point where they just treat me with so much respect because like I've never ever felt nothing like that from no artist. Like every artist I ever worked with, we've been in the studio together. I met them. They fucked with people who I just had around me. They gave me genuine love. They still love me to this day. They hit me up out of nowhere. Like literally, we could talk on the phone for hours about our favorite TV shows and all this shit. And they never disrespected me. They give me the utmost respect. Like literally, I can ask them to feature on my homeboy song, and they'll do it for free, and they don't even have to hear him rap.
Mm. Oh, because
And
they
when I
fuck with you
mean,
that heavy.
yeah, and when I mean every artist, like literally every artist.
So he talking about the pros and cons. I forgot there was one question somebody wanted me to ask you. What
Okay.
about the mansion parties? Is that where they're true? The mansion parties?
Yeah, the mansion parties is true. Yeah.
Where you got to sign an NDA. Have you ever been to one?
Uh-huh.
You signed the NDA?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so yeah, since you signed that,
But I'll talk about it. Like I'm
okay.
not
Hey,
scared to talk about
hey,
shit.
we'll talk about what's some of the things you probably seen in there.
Okay, so them type parties is usually sex parties, or they really parties where people don't want the stuff that they doing in the party, they don't want other people finding out about. So let's just say Chris Brown got a baby mama that's brand new, and he at the party with a bunch of females, and he gonna fuck maybe 3 or 4 of them. He don't want nobody to have phones to be able to record him even being hugged up with a girl or talking to a girl, let alone that phone being around to where he fuck a bitch and go to sleep, and a female can do like this with her phone and show that she in the bed with him, and you know what I mean? It's one of those. So uh when it's a sex party, it's different. A sex party, you can have your phone because everybody's having sex. So it's not a it's not a forbidden phone type rule. The only time it's a forbidden phone type rule is when it's a um people don't want their business out in the street.
Oh, okay, I got that. I got that. Now, do you have any type of relatives in the industry?
No.
A relative?
My brother, I don't fuck with my brother, the one that's alive. And he do make music, but his shit suck.
Yo, do your brother like that, man?
Yeah, fuck that nigga. I almost had to kill him like 4 times because he did a bunch of shit when I just because I had money, he you know what I mean, he thought shit was cool. So he ran whenever I got a check from Universal, they sent me $30,000 one time, and he ran off with $20,000 of it after lying to me about the money even going to him.
how,
Then
how do you get the check?
I sent it to his account because at the time I didn't have a bank account, and I didn't want to send it to my mother because you know how it is, like with black moms. If I would have sent that money to her, I probably would have never seen it.
Oh, as in your brother, did you? At least he left you 10 bands. I mean, that still don't make it right.
He almost didn't even send that. So basically, the money sent to his account, and then he hit me up. He was working at Walmart, and he hit me up one morning. He was like, "Hey, is this yours? Because my account looking kind of fat." And we already talked about like the money was going to his account, so we already knew like, yeah, that's mine. But then he got the money. I'm like, all right. I was in California at the time. I'm like, all right, send it to me. He sent me $2,000, and then he was like, "Hey, it said I reached the limit, so I can't send no more." Then he ended up uh my homie who my brother like this is not people we grew up around. Well, he didn't grow up around. I grew up around these people. Um, he went to go buy weed from my homeboy, and my homeboy hit me up. He was like, "Bro, guess who I just seen?" I'm like, "Who?" He was like, "Your brother." He was like, he had a bunch of money on Cash App, but he had like $8,000 in cash. And I'm like, "How much weed did he buy?" He was like, 2 zips. And I'm like, "How did he pay you?" He was like, he had cash, but he paid me in Cash App. And my brother sent the money through Cash App. And I remember Cash App, the limit is $7,500 a day, and it's $3,000 daily limit, but you can raise it. So I hit my brother up like right after I got off the phone with my homie, and I'm like, "So you know what's crazy?" He was like, "What?" And I'm like, "You told me you couldn't send no more money from your account, that you reached your limit." He was like, "I did." And I was like, "Damn, that's crazy," because Tay just called me and he told me you went over there and you bought some weed from him. And he was like, "All right, bro, I'm finna send you your money."
Damn, that's
So
fucked up, man. So
then,
you never sent it?
no, he sent 5,500 more dollars, and then that was the daily limit. Uh, and then he was like, all right, I really reached the limit now. I'm like, all right, cool. Then the next day, I was with Future. This is when me and Future made our song. Y'all go get that song. Me and Future is called 3:20 a.m. out on
Mhm.
Spotify, iTunes, all the platforms.
Hey, yo, you said
Um,
it's 3:20 a.m. I was doing a video
yeah,
called 3 a.m. and I always wonder why artists have songs called 3 a.m. In my personal opinion, it's like something dealing with the witching hour. You know, you got the witching hours from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Was your
yeah,
song anything
and
similar to that?
really, 3 a.m. is the devil's hour. So the whole time of 3 a.m. is when basically it's the most evil, like the devil comes out. But we named it 3:20 a.m. is because we was in the studio, and that's what time we got finished with the song. It's 3:20 a.m.
Oh, y'all don't mention 3:20 nothing in the song.
Mm.
Now,
Uh,
so when you get in contact with these artists and feature prices be kind of high. How do you come around that? Did you pay them all the bread at once, or y'all do
I
favor for
never paid
favors?
for a feature a day in my life. The only feature that I was gonna pay for was the Gunna feature. So that's what I was finna get to. When me and Future was in the studio, the next day I was gonna have my brother send me the rest of that bread because I was in the studio with Future and Gunna was there, and Gunna was this was like before Dripper Drown. No, this is before. This is after Dripper Drown too. So this is when Gunna was hot, and he
Mm-hmm.
offered me a feature for $10,000, which is at the time Gunna was a feature from Gunna was worth $80,000 to $100,000. So uh, Future was telling him, "No, bro, do it for free, bro, hot." Um, And Gunna was just like, well, me doing it for $10,000 is like doing it for free. And we was both like, true, like on some real shit. So before I even let him decide, I told my brother to send me the rest of that money. And he acted like he dead ass ignored me. Like he ran off with the rest of that money. Like he dead ass ignored me. And I was already gonna give my brother $7,000 just for me sending that money to his account. So he ran off with 20 something, and yeah. So that was the only feature I was ever gonna pay for. Anybody else I ever did a feature for, I've never paid for a verse or nothing in my life.
They just did it off the love.
Yeah, and because they fuck with my music.
Man, that's what's good, man. So anybody can find your music online. Hot Boy 414.
hmm you could really search me on Google, Hot Boy 414, no spaces between the Hot Boy and the 414, and you can see all the blogs that posted me, my Genius, Elevator, Fader, um, all the magazines that posted me, all the radio stations that I'm currently on because I'm currently on all the Spotify radios. So
Mm-hmm.
the official Spotify radios like Your Daily Mix, Release Radar, all that I'm still on to this day.
Oh, okay. Now I want to ask this right here: the scarf you got on your headband. That's just something I be using in my videos. I be like, there's a scarf like that is associated with the
Mm-hmm.
brotherhood. Is that just a
Uh-huh.
scarf for you tonight, or that's like something deeper for you?
No, no,
It's not. It's not just a scarf,
no.
or it
It's
is.
part of my religion.
Oh, okay. What's your religion?
So I'm Arabic and black.
Okay.
But nobody really know about the Arabic part. But like if you see my hair,
Mm-hmm.
it's you can tell just by the texture. So most black people hair is like I wouldn't say nappy, but it's coarse.
Mm-hmm.
But I got more of the silky hair.
Okay.
So
So.
my beard grew in like a week. So I haven't been live streaming in like a week because I was in the hospital.
Mhm.
Um, and my beard grew in a week.
Yeah, man. You did say you was in the hospital. Everything straight with that?
Uh, yeah, I was. So if anybody on here follow me on Instagram, I've been going through just trial and error where I've been going from jail to the hospital, jail to hospital, jail to hospital, jail to hospital, jail to hospital, and that's been going on for a few months now.
Damn. I mean, does it feel like the trouble is just following you, or you just getting yourself into
Uh,
situations that's unavoidable?
some of the situations is unavoidable, but some of them are definitely avoidable to the point where the only person I could blame is myself.
Oh, okay. You don't feel like nobody got no roots or anything on you like that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you believe in any of that shit?
Uh, to an extent, yes, but also once you grow as a man and you start taking accountability, even for stuff you feel like is not your fault, it helps you grow as a person.
Okay. And that's where I'm at in my life too, man. I don't blame nothing on nobody else. I blame everything on Dwayne.
Yeah,
Everything. All my situations, I took them on the chin.
yeah.
Somebody in the chat was going crazy. They said ask him if he thinks Future's soul is sold.
Uh, to an extent, yes, but it's not as he sold his soul to the devil. When I say sold his soul, when I say yes to that, I mean as this. He makes music about drugs that trap people into that mindset of thinking when those drugs are cool, and once it gets to that point, they're trapped in addiction, and trapping people in addiction is another form of bondage. So it's worse than rapping about killing another black man and then you kill another black man and end up in jail. It's worse because you're in jail in your own mind, trapped behind drugs that you can't kick because it became your safe haven.
Mm-hmm.
So in that aspect, I say yes, he sold his soul because he's giving the younger generation hope in drugs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not one to talk because, well, I can't say I am because technically, what I say and the stuff I did, what I say in my music, all I preach is about your Second Amendment right and having legal guns because none of the guns that I carry are dirty guns because I learned my lesson from that.
Mm-hmm.
I already did the worst of the worst in life and already seen the worst of the worst in
Mm-hmm.
life. So I learned to do shit the right way if I'm gonna do it. So the only thing I do say in my songs is about killing another black man or killing, you know what I mean? But when I say shit like that, like I said, all of this shit is freestyles and I was rapping my life. So um, the people I rap about in the songs that I rap about killing is the same two motherfuckers I killed.
Right. Do you
So
ever have a balance of it where you have another song where it's a balance of it? Because when I was doing my little album, I had a ratchet song, and like a conscious song.
yeah, I got a song called "Shake and Get the Devil Off Me." Uh, it's a gospel song. It don't got no cussing in it. But it's actually a church song. And it's called "Shake and Get the Devil Off Me." It's like shake and get the devil off me. Pray to Lord before I even dream of money coffee. I was down and I thought he lost me. Had the devil on my back. Had to shake him off me. And just after that, shake and get the devil off me.
Mm-hmm.
Shake and get the devil off me. So it's just and then I made a few other songs that are like not technically gospel but gospel rap.
Mm-hmm. I
And
know the one.
then after a while I started venturing off into rock, like rock and roll. Because once I started making the remixes, I started making remixes to like songs like Panic at the Disco. Well, not songs like Panic at the Disco, but from bands like Panic at the Disco and Michael Jackson Thriller and all types of remixes to the point where I seen the range of my voice and I was like, I can do rock. So I started venturing into rock. So I have 4 songs in my vault that are all rock songs, but they're not remixes, like they're original rock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing wrong doing the rock, man. So what do you think about when you see these same celebrities you've been right? Say did the song with Trippie Redd. Trippie Redd has a lot of videos where there's a lot of
Mhm.
satanic symbolism in them. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think he's on some soul to soul shit, or that's just the labels putting that in the video?
Nah, I feel like honestly, I feel like Trippy is one of those people who are there mentally that get that the heaven and hell thing is for your entity, not your soul or anything like that. It's for your entity. So people feel that in a different way. So like I feel like he could separate himself from knowing what's good and bad because in his house, the one that's in LA, he got his plaques on the wall and it's a long hallway just filled with plaques. And then at the end of that hallway, it's a sign, and the sign says "Welcome to Hell." It's one of those light up signs, like you know how businesses have the open sign, and it's like a
Mm-hmm.
neon type thing. He got a
Mm-hmm.
sign that says "Welcome to Hell," and it's red neon. And it's at the end of the hallway with all his plaques on it, and it radiates red light to the point where that whole hallway is just red. And um, whenever I first seen that and when I first witnessed it at his house, it wasn't like I didn't get a bad feeling or like it didn't trouble my aura. It was more of a I seen that he can differentiate,
Differentiate.
yeah, good and bad.
So
But
he basically
yeah,
has it on there with a mindset of I got this shit here, but it ain't really no effects. This shit, it is what it
hmm
is, basically. Like
hmm
it's my mindset with it.
I feel like the reason the plaques are there is like a metaphor, like I went through hell to get this. And
Mm.
that's why the end of the hallway says welcome to hell. And before the hell part is all these plaques.
Well, at least you understanding. That was me in that situation. Like, buddy is a damn devil worshiper. At least you was an understanding person, man, to come up with that. You know, like I said, everybody looking at it differently. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
You got the right to your opinion, look at it that way. Ain't nothing wrong. You was around this shit. You say you didn't feel anything. Me always looking at it, I'm always think these people got some shit going on. This is. I'm just glad you still alive and safe because a
Like
lot of these rappers are losing their
people think
lives
I'm
right
a
now.
devil worshiper for having these crosses on my face because they say you know what the devil symbol is Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So the devils, like the devils in the earth or the devils in hell or whatever the fuck, they're they show their symbol of being a demon, and their symbol to show that is Sunday. And I kind of did notice that in like movies and shit, like some demons have like crosses on them, not just upside down crosses, but like
A regular cross.
yeah, a regular cross. But at the time when I got these tattoos, it didn't mean that. So I got these tattoos to cover up the scars from the people trying to kill me, and I had to kill them. Uh, they almost killed me. Like I have a line on my nose because my nose was split open this way and this
Mm-hmm.
way, and I was breathing out a hole up here. Whenever the people tried to kill me, um, and at the time I was with my girlfriend, we was having sex, and that shit happened. So like if I didn't kill them, they would have killed me and raped her and killed her.
Now, was this like a robbery or what was going on? You had beef with somebody? Or was this
No. So the two people I ended up killing were my friends. But they got envious and tried to kill me. So I know you know who Dick Wolf is. This is the executive producer for Law and Order. I know you seen Law and Order before and seen the name Dick Wolf and was like Dick Wolf. You feel me?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so his daughter, she fuck with my music. She been fucking my music like way before I was making remixes, like when I was making normal music. And she live in Cali, so she was giving me pounds of dumb gas for $750. And
Damn.
I wasn't in LA at the time. I was in Texas, but she wanted to fuck me, so that's why she was giving me the pounds for $750. And at the time, we didn't fuck. So she wanted to fuck me so bad, she would do anything for me. So she was giving me pounds of dumb gas, like shit that's nowhere near $750 for 750. And with the pounds, I would go. So at the time, I had a crib. I had an apartment that my homeboy stayed at. The one and then I had another apartment that nobody knew about that I just put shit at that nobody knew about but me and my girl. So her mom was my Spanish teacher in high school, uh, and then she ended up getting married, the teacher. So her and her new husband got a new house, and the old house that the girl had at the time, and her mom, uh, she gave the house to her daughter. So me and her daughter was staying in that house like we was dating for a long time because I ended up taking her from her husband because her husband was beating her ass. The
Mm-hmm.
daughter, she got married like right out of high school, um, and the husband was beating her ass, and I ended up taking her from the husband. Um, so me and old girl, we wouldn't really go to the apartment unless we was just going over there to smoke, or I would go down there. I would go over there to bust down pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So at the time, it's a 3 bedroom apartment that I was paying for that my friends were staying at. But it got to the point where that became like the chill house. So then it ended up being 12 motherfuckers that stayed in that apartment, like that laid there every single night type shit. And two of those 12 motherfuckers is the motherfuckers that I had to kill. But basically, I went over there one day and I bust down the pound and I just started handing out zips. So I didn't hand out zips. I handed out 2 zips to each person of some dumb gas or some shit that looked like pure fucking throw up. And I didn't say nothing to nobody. I just handed everybody 2 zips. I didn't ask for no money back. I didn't ask for $1, no nothing. Uh, so then after I get everybody their 2 zips, I leave to go sell my shit. I sold like my little 10 pounds in like 45 minutes, and I only had to sell to 2 people. Uh, so I come back, everybody smoking, chilling, having a good time. So I'm thinking everything cool. So I leave. I come back the next day, and the 2 motherfuckers I had to do this shit to, they both come up to me and they like, what can I get with $50? Like, not like they both had $50 each. Like together they only had $50 and asked me what can they get with $50. And I'm like, 5 grams. And I guess they expected me to get them 2 zips again for the $50 because I gave them 2 zips for nothing before. But it's like this. My other homies who, you know what I mean, was living there and they had jobs and shit, they was selling the shit and they, you know what I mean, they made money off that shit, but they didn't because they sat there and smoked through all of it.
Smoked through whole 2 zips. So they smoked through
Yeah.
the 2 zips, came back, wanted 2 zips for $50, and was mad you gave them 5 grams.
And I ain't even give them the 5 grams because they didn't want the 5 grams. And the fucked up part is, together they had 4 zips. All together, if they put that shit together, they had 4 zips. But they both smoked through their 2 zips, and they was mad because I told them I give them 5 grams. So they didn't want the 5 grams, and I kept my little 5 grams. Um, but my other homies, they sold that shit, and at the time, we were selling $25 a gram, and that shit was getting off like easy because it was that gas. Like the shit looked like fucking throw up. Like yeah, like we were selling $25 a gram, and at the time, motherfucking $20 a gram of mid motherfuckers wouldn't even buy, but niggas was happily buying the $25 a gram because the shit it looked that good, and it was actually that good. So They got envious and got mad. The next day, I I don't know how me and my girl ended up at the apartment, but we did. But when we got there, we start fucking. Um, are you by your computer right now to where
No,
you can look something up?
no.
Or you buy something where you can look something up?
I can get a phone real quick. What's up?
Okay, so look up. I'm gonna tell you my female name that was my girl, and literally I'm gonna show you so I can show you how bad she is, because all everybody knew. Well, not everybody knew how bad she was. Everybody was always telling me how bad she is. Like the two niggas I had to do something to, but everybody would tell me how bad she is, because like literally she's a 10, but like she
And this is
like
Dick Wolf daughters.
no, 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 no.
It's
At the
another girl.
time, I wasn't fucking her. She was like, I didn't fuck her at that time.
It's
So
another girl.
the
Okay, you fucking.
girl who was there when I shot the two dudes, that was my girl at the time. The one who basically her mom gave her the house, the one I was staying in the house with.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready so I can tell you her name. And then
What's her name?
everybody in the comments, y'all can look up her name too and let her
What's her
know
name?
that I sent you. It's IZZY GEE07.
Lizzie G07. I'm putting in the chat.
Yep.
Izzy G.
Yep.
All right. Y'all got So that's that. So you're pretty much telling the story. So you and your girl was at the crib, y'all. You don't know how you got there. Did your homie just rush in?
Okay, so we end up fucking out of nowhere, and I hear a knock at the door. But I'm fucking, so I'm not worried about that. Like I hear the knock, like I hear it blatantly because it was a knock on the front door, but we always in the back room.
Mm-hmm.
They had to knock for around at least 5 times, because the first time I heard it, I ain't go to the door. I'm still fucking. The second time, I ain't worried about it. I'm still fucking. The third time, I ain't worried about it. I'm still fucking. The fourth time, I ain't worried about it. I'm still fucking. The fifth time, she got annoyed and she was like, "Oh my God, just get the door so they can go away." I'm like, "All right, bet." So I get up, I put my gun. So I had a railing on my gun, like a handle, and that shit's illegal in Texas. Like you can't have it on your gun, on your handgun, because it make it a SBR. So I don't know what was telling me to take the railing off my gun, but something told me to take the railing off my gun. So I did, and I sat my gun on the floor, which I should have took it to the door. So I go to the door and I see it's the motherfuckers, they lived there. Like out of the 12 motherfuckers, there was 2 motherfuckers who lived there.
Mm-hmm.
So I opened the door. As soon as I opened the door, they kicked it. So it split my nose a little bit whenever they kicked it, because the thing hit my door. The door
The
hit
door
my nose.
hit. Right.
So whenever the door hit my nose, I immediately start swinging. But I only swung once. Like I didn't swing multiple times, because one of the dudes is 6'4", the other one is 6'5". I'm 6 foot, so I'm not a little guy. You feel me? So like I don't feel no pressure about fighting a bigger dude. You know what I mean? So I swing on the first dude. And I just hit him once, but then after I hit him once, I looked down and I seen a gun in his hand. So once I seen the gun in his hand, I started taking off. Then I started hitting him multiple times. And then the other dude, he had a gun in his he didn't have the gun out, but he had an AK like on his side, like tucked like a pistol. So then me and the first dude, we fighting from the front door all the way to the back room. By the time we get like halfway to the back room, the second dude who had the AK tucked, he pulled his phone out and he started live streaming like on Periscope. This when Periscope was like popping. There was no shit. What people use to go live nowadays?
Instagram.
Yeah, there was no. Well, there was Instagram, but it wasn't no live and shit like
Like
that.
live me Instagram. Like that's
Yeah.
the app. Yeah, live me.
So he went live on Periscope and was pointing a gun at me while I'm fighting the other dude, just saying random shit like, "Oh yeah, we finna kill this nigga," blah blah blah. And it's live streaming everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So me and the dude still fighting, and then out of nowhere, it was a bomb, like a smoking bomb. It was on the floor. He just picked that bitch up and swung that bitch and hit me in the fucking nose with that bitch, and it was so thick. He hit me with the thickest part of it, so it didn't break. It split my nose. Like one part of my nose went over here, one part went over here, and I was breathing out of a hole up here, like not a hole in my skin, a hole in my nostril. So I breathed out and it was just, and it was just all blood. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then the niggas just started backtracking out the room and was like, yeah, nigga, talk that gangster shit now. I went to the door of the room where my girl was in, and I had locked the door whenever I went out. I don't know what it was, but I just pushed the door and that motherfucker came open. I grabbed my gun off the floor, I cocked that bitch, and I said, nah, this some gangster shit. The first shot I shot, the dude who was recording, his head was poking out like where the kitchen was. His head was poking out like over the counter. So the first bullet, it hit him directly in his head and just blew his fucking brains out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so here, how this set up right here is how the apartment was set up on the other in the other one. So how this hallway is right here
Mm-hmm.
is, so if his head was right here and his head was sticking out right here,
Mm-hmm.
so that shot off. Okay, cool. I'm in the hallway. I come out of the hallway. The second dude is by the patio door from me
Mm-hmm.
coming out of right here. So when I come out of right here, I had the gun like to the floor and like I raised it, and the whole time the gun was on his body, I just kept shooting. So I shot him 14 times, and in the middle of me shooting him that many times, my girl at the time, she ran out. The girl Izzy, she ran out the room and was
Mm-hmm.
like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Just go." She ran out the front door, and then I continued shooting him. The dude got hit like I'm watching the bullets like go through his body, so like he's getting hit and he's jumping doing this, and
Mm-hmm.
like I'm seeing the bullets go through him, and some of them hit the glass behind him and some of them hit the wall. But he got hit so many times, and I guess it was so hot that he jumped through the patio door glass. We was on the first floor, so it wasn't like he had to jump off a balcony. He jumped through the patio door glass, but he did like a cannonball because it was just like a big ass hole in the patio door glass. It wasn't like he ran
So
through
this
the
nigga turned
glass
to a
and all
ball
the
and
glass
popped out the
broke.
window.
Like no, dead ass. So then he jumped the balcony, like he jumped the balcony, but it's on the first floor. So he jumped the balcony railing and he tried to run to the hospital that was like up the street. But he didn't make it there. Like he collapsed on the way there and died. Um, well, I don't even know if he could. I know he collapsed on the street.
Mm-hmm.
But he ended up getting to the hospital. Like they found his body on the street and they took him to the hospital and tried to revive him.
Mm-hmm.
But one of my homeboys who wasn't even there, he was at work when the shit happened. He went to the hospital and he told the police my name.
Mm-hmm.
So they thought I dry ass did it. So after I shot him, and then like it was nobody else in the apartment but the dude who head I basically blew off. Um, I'm packing my shit up so I can leave, and then I hear a. So nigga, I hit the wall, and I like slide down the wall, but I'm doing it extra quiet because I heard it. And this is broad daylight. Like this shit happened at 2:00 in the daytime. So I hear it. I'm like, fuck, I'm finna have a shootout with, and I don't even know who the fuck this is. So I looked to see how many bullets I had left, and I only had 2. I'm like, fuck,
And
I'm
you
finna
doing all
have
this with a
to,
split open nose. Like, how's that
yeah,
affecting all this? You thinking
like,
a split open
and
nose, the pain, how'd you get through that?
I wasn't even like
The
my
adrenaline, the
adrenaline was
adrenaline pumping,
rushing.
yeah.
Yeah, so like I wasn't even worried about my nose at that point. I'm worried about, all right, I'm gonna have to have a shootout with 2 bullets and I might die. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who this is. That's the biggest part. So I get all the way on the ground to literally, hold on. I get all the way on the floor to right here, like in the corner of where the baseboard is, and I kind of just peek the gun around the door, and I look like this because I'm thinking, okay, if somebody finna have a shootout with somebody or somebody finna shoot somebody, they not looking on the floor for the person. They thinking the person gonna come out standing up with the gun and start shooting. They not looking on the floor. So I'm like, all right, this finna be an easy kill. I look around the door, it was nobody there. It was the glass falling. So I heard like that shit spooked me so much. I grabbed some shit real quick and I ran out the door. I got in my car and my girl, she was circling around. It's a restaurant right next to there called Rose's Cafe. This shit, okay. So for everybody who want to look this up. I got the indictments. I can show y'all too. This happened at Havana Point in Fort Worth, Texas, on Western Center Boulevard. It's a restaurant called Rose's Cafe that's right next to there. My girl was circling around in the parking lot waiting for my car to pass. So she seen me pull out and she seen my car and she followed me from all the way over there to my mama house. Whenever I got to my mama house, I told my mama, I'm like, hey, mama, I just killed 2 people. And usually, like, you know how black mamas is when shit happen. Literally, she was the opposite. She ain't even trip. Like, I'm like, mama, I killed 2 people. She was like, all right. I'm like, I'm for real. She was like, I know you for real. Look at your nose. And she was like, I'm like, so what do I do? She was like, well, first of all, you need to go to Care Now. Care Now is like an emergency room, uh, so I can get my nose fixed. So I go to the Care Now, which is right by her house, and I go to the Care Now, and the doctor asking me what happened to you. I'm like, a vase fell on my nose. Like, I'm a real nigga. I don't care if you just tried to kill me. I'm not gonna snitch on you. I'm one of those people like I don't believe in telling on nobody, and that's justice. I feel like if I'm gonna do something to you, I'd rather do something to you and spend my life in jail rather than sit up here and snitch on you and you go to jail. I don't wish jail on nobody. So like I'd rather get it back in blood, basically.
Right, right.
So so I'm telling the doctor, like, yeah, a vase fell on my nose. The doctor telling me, yeah, right. And then he was like, let's fix your nose real quick. So he do some x-rays and shit. And then he tell me, he like, you know, you're lucky, right? I'm like, what you mean? He was like your nose was almost lodged in your skull. He was like, you could have bumped into a door on the way over here. And that would have been the final hit that you needed for your nose to be lodged in your skull and you would have died. And I'm like, how light of a door? He's like, a wooden door, not a heavy wooden door, like a little hollow, like a hollow wooden door could have bumped me in the nose, and that would have been the final piece to push my nose in my skull, and I would have died.
Mm.
Um, and
Can you
then he
show us
was like,
can you show us the scar again?
yeah.
Oh, I see that bitch. God damn.
So, and the reason it looked like this is because he was like, we're gonna have to stitch your nose together. And I'm finna pass out. I'm like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, you ain't got no other way you can put my nose back together. He was like, we got adhesive. So literally he got the adhesive glue and he had to basically break my nose into place and then hold it together like this for the adhesive glue to stick, and that's why it looked like this.
I could see the crookedness of it. I don't know why everybody in the
Yeah.
chat like show the scar. When you first showed, I noticed something was going on.
And then So my nose is still broken, of course. Like he didn't break it to where like where they do the surgery where they break your nose and put it back in place. Like it was like literally one side was over here, one side was over here. So like he put it together and just what I mean, kind of snagged it to where I can breathe right. And I still ain't breathing right. I'm still like it's still a hole in this nostril.
How many years ago was this?
This happened like I don't know the date. The dates are on the indictment. I'll show you. I'll show y'all in a second. So I can let you know the date. But I know it happened in February of. It was one of these years. I know it was in February though.
So is this case over with? Because everybody in the chat like, oh, he's snitching. I don't know if they
Yeah,
heard earlier
no. This case
when he
is
said
over
you
with.
already beat the
Like,
case.
yeah, that shit is done and over with. So I can admit to anything that I did.
Yeah,
And
so
nothing
that's why
happened.
I'm like, why everybody in the chat tripping? Like, he already said he beat these charges.
Yeah, because at first
So
they
and the
thought I.
Periscope video is what saved you.
Yeah.
Why the idiot
So
go
they thought
live?
I dry ass did it. And that's why the U.S. Marshals came and got me, and I ended up going to the feds.
And that was the you heard. What was that part of the story when the guys that gun cocking noise? That was more people.
That was the glass falling. So the glass falling from the patio from dude jumping out the patio door glass, and it was just being a hole in it. I guess like something one of the blinds, because it's the long blinds, the ones that go all the way down, with the one where you twist the little thing and they turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was those blinds, so I guess that pushed on the glass, and the glass just
They
fell.
said it
And
happened May 21st, 2021. Somebody looked it up.
nah, it didn't happen in 2021.
I mean, that's the dude who been looking.
I
So he
mean,
said
they
it
can
happened.
look it up here. They can look it up for themselves. My name is King Killebrew. First name King, King. Last name Killebrew, Killebrew.
That's crazy. Your last name Killer Brew. You got into a situation where you had to actually kill somebody. Kill a dude.
Exactly.
Kill. That is crazy.
And you know, it's the funny part about that. After that shit happened, my lawyer told me to. So while I was dealing with the case, and I was out free. One day I put up on my lawyer, and my lawyer is a female. I pulled up on her one day, and I gave her $7,500 just out of nowhere. And she was like, "Let me ask you a question." I'm like, "What's up?" She was like, "Do you got a job?" I'm like, "Nah." She was like, where you get this money from?" And I'm like, "I just make it." And she was like, "Yeah, get the fuck out of Texas." That's exactly what she told me. So went to go stay with my brother, and my brother lived in a college town because he was going to college and shit. And then I ended up getting a job at the college, and I had to tell the college about the situation that happened. And the lady, I told the lady my name, and then my email. You see, my email is kingkill8407 @gmail. That's the email I used to sign up for the job. And after I told her the shit, she asked me my email after that, and I told her it was King Kill 8407. She looked at me, she was like, you don't think that's ironic? I'm like, yeah, kind of, but I wasn't thinking about it. Like,
right.
Yeah. But
so is it traumatizing after doing that situation? You have any PTSD?
Yeah, so I was just talking to my homie about this earlier, where I still have dreams like where I see the motherfuckers I killed, and like they head would still be like the dude who brains I blew up. I still see, like, I still have dreams of him like chasing me, trying to kill me. Like he'll have a gun trying to kill me, but his brains is blew out like on some odd shit. And then the other dude I shot 14 times. I don't really see him like no type of way because his face and shit still look normal. But the other dude, yeah. And it's really anytime like I go to sleep and the temperature is above 72 degrees, because then I start sweating. As soon as I sweat in my sleep, I automatically have a nightmare. So I gotta sleep in cold temperatures. Like I had to go through a whole doctor, and me and the doctor had to run tests and study all types of shit to basically find the right sleep temperature and all that shit to where I don't have nightmares no more, because uh it got to a point where I was having the nightmares every night, like every night in a row. And the
Mm,
thing about me is I have deja vu every night. So I get a glimpse of what's gonna happen tomorrow while I sleep.
mm,
And it happened every single night. So I
mm,
see something that's gonna happen tomorrow whenever I sleep. So that fucked me up to when I have nightmares, because I don't know what's real or what's fake. So like if I have a nightmare, I feel like that's my deja vu for the next day. And then I be trying to avoid going places and doing certain shit that I seen in my dream, because I feel like I'm gonna die.
damn, damn. Hey, well, hot boy, man, I really appreciate you coming on, man. About to end the show, man. We've been on for at least a good minute. Where you located at right now? You on the West Coast?
I'm in Texas right now, but I'm finna go to Cali to fuck with the Kardashians and shit.
You about to be fucking the car. Man, be careful around them women, man. You know the women witches, man. Be careful around that shit, man.
You said you want to come with me? I was gonna say you can.
I ain't trying to come with that. Nah, I ain't trying to be come with that shit.
I thought that's what you said.
Nah, I said be careful when you over there. You know the women witches, man. That
Oh,
energy, man. Be careful, man. But if
yeah.
you ever come to North
Okay,
Carolina,
hold on,
man,
hold on. Let me can I finish the what happened with Kylie and why I turned her down and what she did?
yeah,
Uh
go ahead.
I can say let me finish off on that.
Okay.
So I want to let all the people know that Kylie Jenner is, I wouldn't say she's weird, but I definitely believe Tory Lanez and his story about what happened, because Kylie Jenner is a flirt. So
Mm-hmm.
whenever I got to her house, I was with Slickwoods and we chilling and shit, everything normal. But whenever I go out to see her, like we get in her house, we greeted by two people at the door that wasn't Kylie. We go to where the kitchen at, uh, and then it's a living room you go out this hallway and it's a living room right there. On the other side of the living room is where the pool at. She in the pool and she listening to one of my songs, but I don't think she listening to it like on Spotify or anything. I think it was Twitter, because she swiped up and the song stopped. So she see me and she was like, "Oh shit, I was just listening to your stuff." And I'm like, "Oh, for real?" She was like, "Yeah, like you know that Glock Glock Side is my favorite song." And I'm like, "Oh, I appreciate you." And she was like, "Yeah." And then Slick said something to her like, "What's up?" Blah blah blah. And we just okay, we do the little greeting and shit. So she get out the pool and she come inside after she dry off. We all inside, and we go upstairs and we go into this room, and it's like four people in there, and then me, Slick, and then her kind of like park it in there, like we stop in there like to chill. um and then Kylie leave out the room, but she go into the hallway, and then she go to where only like I can see her in the hallway, and then she do like this, and it's her house. So I go with her, like I'm not thinking nothing of it. So we walk down this long ass hallway. We go to this other room, but I noticed something soon she opened the door. When she opened the door, she seen some people in there, and she immediately tried to turn around, but they said something to her. So she turned back around and said, "Hey," and blah, blah, blah. And then she walked back out the room, and I just followed her because I didn't know the people who was in there. Like they said what's up to me and I said what's up, but like I didn't know them people, so I ain't stay in there. So I followed behind Kylie. So then we walk to this other room. It's finally nobody in there. So we get in the room. She asked, uh, so so you want to do something? And in my mind, I'm not thinking, the first thing off my mind, I'm not thinking, oh, she talking about having sex, because like I don't never want to be the dude to be like a female ask something and I automatically just think sex, especially with a female like that. That's how you get canceled and shit. So I'm not thinking that. Like, then I'm like, what you mean? And she was like, and I'm still not thinking, oh yeah, she talking about having sex. You feel me? So like, I'm like, nah, what you talking about? And she was like, oh, I was just trying to see if you wanted to. And like, then when she said it like that, I kind of picked up on it, but I still didn't say nothing. Like, I wasn't trying to be the weirdo. Like, so then she finally said it. She was like, oh, I was just trying to see if you were trying to do something with me. And I'm like, oh no, not right now. And like, I'm glad I said not right now and not no, because I feel like if I would have said no, it would have triggered her to act some type of way or feel like she was actually being rejected. I did not right now. I said that a few times in LA to a bunch of females that like are top notch, but I feel like the not right now helped me more than saying no. But the few not right now has got me punched in the face by some females, and I don't want to drop their names because I'm cool with them to this day, because I ain't gonna let no little ass punch stop me from being cool with somebody, even though like that's weird ass energy to me.
Hey, bro,
But
when's your birthday, man? You calm as hell, bro. Like, when's your birthday, man?
My birthday in March. I was born on Friday the 13th, but
so it's like a Pisces. That's just weird. Be like, hey, man, what's your sign, bro? But I'll just kick on the patience, man. I know people like it sounds like a Pisces is like real calm. My homeboy like that, real calm, patient. Like you said, somebody can punch you in the face, that's not going to throw you off. You know what I'm saying? That's wild. But continue with your story.
And I'm not really even patient. It's just like I had to learn to be, because like I done went through everything. So like I know the outcomes of damn near everything, to the point where I don't even want to get myself into those situations by letting my anger get the best of me.
Oh, okay.
So I told her, you know what I mean, not right now. And then she was like, oh, you got a girlfriend or something? I'm like, nah, I'm single. She was like, oh, well, okay. And then we went about our day. The next day, I went to the mall with Kendall. So we went to the Beverly Hills Center. Whenever we get into the door, 20 people would run up to us. But it was like 12 people that ran up to her and like 8 people that ran up to me. The 8 people that ran up to me, they ain't even, well, they did bring her up, but they ain't bring her up like they wasn't like fangirling over her. They was like, oh shit, when you get here? And I'm like, shit, I got here like 3 days ago. And the only thing that they did ask me, they like, what you doing with her? And I'm like, shit, just kicking it, you feel me? Because I guess they just didn't expect me to be with no Kardashian. So the only shoes I wear is red bottoms. So I got the new season red bottoms. They like socks. They like the sock shoes with the studs on them, not the old sneaker with the spikes on it that everybody got. So we go to Neiman Marcus, and I see a new pair of motherfucking red bottoms that I want. Kendall like, oh, you should let me buy those for you. I have my own bread, so I'm like, nah, I could really buy them for myself because I was gonna buy them anyway. And then she was like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. She was like, I kind of want to get the same one so we can be matching, we can be twins. I'm like, where we gonna wear it to? Like, don't we have to go out in public, like do something, like not go out in public to be matching because we was already out in public, but I meant like go to like a function or something. And she was like, no, we don't have to go out to be matching. I'm like, yeah, that's technically true. But she ain't try to make no sexual advances until we got into the car. So we get Annie's, the little pretzel shit after that. And then we was gonna eat at the mall, but she was like, nah, because Kylie was planning to go to Nobu. So we was all gonna go to Nobu. And then we end up not even going to Nobu. We end up going to Maestro's. Maestro's, how you say that shit? Maestro's.
Mysterio's a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the place with the steak. I just know it's the place with the steak. So we get into the car. Me and Kendall get into the car, and she was like, So my sister told me something. Soon as she told me that, I knew that what she was talking about. So she was like, I'm playing oblivious though. I'm like, what you talking about? She was like, she told me that she was trying to talk to you and you turned her down. I'm like, I didn't turn her down. I just told her not right now. And she was like, what, you got a girlfriend or something? I'm like, no. Like, I was like, she asked me that too. And she was like, what, so you think she's ugly or something? I'm like, nah, she a cute girl. Like, I just wasn't trying to do that right then and there. And she was like, oh, so what, you'll fuck me? And I'm like, what you mean? Like, I get what she meant and I understand what she meant, but like, you got to understand how I'm playing shit. I'm playing oblivious just so like I can get the answers out of a female without me saying some shit and looking creepy. So she was like, so if I asked you to have, no, she said, if I asked you to get in the back seat with me right now, you wouldn't do it. And I'm like, shit, not right now. And then she was like, oh, okay. But whenever she was like doing that shit, I also picked up on something else. I knew that it's a little game to them. That she told her sister, and basically that they having a little contest of who can fuck first type contest. So I picked up on that, and that's when I started playing the game. Cause then the next day was Courtney. Me and Courtney didn't go out. We was at Kylie house the whole day the next day. So I'm around Courtney, and Courtney, she was just blatant with it. She was like she didn't even pull me into no cut or nothing, but she did wait till like I was the only one that could hear her because we was all in the kitchen. We was eating food. They had somebody cater. The motherfucker cooked barbecue, crabs, all types of shit. They had hella food. I get some ribs. I get a roll, and then I got some ham. And I was by the refrigerator, and she was right next to the refrigerator getting water, and she was like, if I took you upstairs right now, and she said, if I took you upstairs right now and tried to get your meat, and that was the funny thing, because like all I had was meat on my plate besides the roll. So she was trying to be funny. She was like, if I took you upstairs right now and tried to get your meat, what would you do? And I'm like, shit, I don't know. Like, I don't think I would do that right now. And I just kept saying that because I told all of them that, but I kept the same gist of the not right now. And she was like, oh, wow, you're persistent. And I'm like, yeah, but after I tell all my people, like everybody who I trust and I fuck with, after I tell them that story, they like, what, bro? Why didn't you at least fuck one of them, bro? You could have been Travis Scott. And I'm like, bro, not necessarily, because I could have fucked her. I could have fucked Kylie, and me even bringing it up to anybody else, she could not like that and be like, oh, he raped me, or didn't, or I was drunk and he wasn't, and I didn't. Yeah, we had sex, but I didn't authorize that, or you know, feel me? So and then Courtney and Kendall. Courtney, I think she fucking with Travis Barker now, and then Kendall is fucking with
Travis Barker, Travis Scott.
No, that's Kylie fucking with Travis Scott.
Oh, Kendall fuck with Travis Barker. They both fucking with Travis.
Yeah, the drummer.
Oh, okay.
And then Courtney fuck with it's somebody now, but they invited me to all their family functions, basically now, because
do you have any images with any of these the Kardashians? Because you already know people gonna be thinking this cap in the story, including me. Like, I gotta see some photos. You got any photos with these Kardashians?
Yeah, I got videos, I got pictures, I got videos, I got the shit, like all of them.
Can you show us any of them? Can you show us one of them?
How I do that on here?
Oh, never mind. I thought you had like a separate device. If you can't do that from your device, it's all good.
Oh shit, nah, my iPhone fucked up.
Oh well, if you can,
I'm on my Android right
you
now.
said it's on. You said it's on YouTube.
Yeah, I got videos on my YouTube, but here I'll just send it to you after we get
Okay.
off here. I'll just send it to you. I'll send
Yeah,
it to
because
your
I'm
email or
gonna be doing
something.
the. I'm thinking about doing the after party on my channel, man, so I can show that. But you ain't gotta be in no rush for that, man.
Hey, hey, we live with the after party, gang.
Yeah, yeah.
But, and then now I'm invited to all the Kardashian little like get-togethers. It's not like the whole family, but it's like Kylie, Kendall, Courtney. I did let everybody know, like all my homies. I'm like, bro, if the word got back to Kim and Kim tried to play the same game that they was playing, I would fuck Kim. I don't care how many bodies she got. I don't care who she fucked. I don't care. I would have hit Kim, but like,
If Kim would have played the games, you would have done it.
yeah, I would have did.
Hey man, I think they cast the
And
sex. I think they do that sex magic on them niggas. That's why they trying to get your ass.
yeah. Now I would have still played hard to get because I know how females operate. You know what I mean? You play hard to get, they want you even more. So like I know the games to play with a female. You feel me? That's why remember I told you about the book, the ebook.
Mm-hmm.
All the shit that I was saying was basically the most misogynistic way to do things, but in a non threatening type way. So like you can do this shit and not have to worry about a bitch keying your car. You
Oh,
know what I
okay.
mean? It's one of those. So like everything I was saying, oh yeah, all you gotta do is treat a female like she a nigga, not necessarily actually like a nigga, just not be so interested in everything she got going on, especially if everybody dick riding her. You gotta be the opposite. You feel me? And
Right.
basically they vouched for it, and I literally went over all the little chapters and all that shit, and they vouched for everything. So I know how to work females, especially like females of status.
Okay. Well, shit, Hot Boy, we're gonna
So
be having the book coming out. We're gonna be having the
yeah.
videos coming out. You know, came and told your story up. You know what I'm
If you
saying?
want, we could do a interview like I go to because I was gonna go to Cali anyway. Of I go to the little get together with the Kardashians and we do a live stream together while I'm here.
Yeah. Send me that. That'll work. Cause that'll be
Or
the
you could come with me, and
hell
we do
no.
an in person
Fuck
one.
no. Not going
Why?
nowhere.
Hold on. Explain to me why you don't want to do that.
Man, for one, I got priorities and stuff I gotta take care of home just for me to up and go to Cali.
I
And
mean, that's
two,
a business meeting, though. That's a
nah,
business meeting.
hell, I ain't trying to be around none of them motherfucking devils. You can be around me. You comfortable being around. I'm not that comfortable being around. I never want to be in the room with them niggas. Never.
Hey, and I ain't necessarily all that comfortable around them. It's just like I ain't thinking about they gonna set me up. Those are the only females I ever been around where I felt genuinely safe around, that I knew I wasn't gonna get set up. Because any other female, they ain't got half of what Kylie, Kendall, or Courtney got. So the fact you're around them, it's a sense of security. Like they already got security there, but also like you know for a fact they ain't got no reason or way to set you up, because the motherfuckers they know ain't even motherfuckers you should even be worried about.
Right. Man,
Nobody worried
it's
about
that
Travis
spiritual
Scott
shit.
robbing them.
It's that spiritual shit they be fucking with. I don't want to fuck with that. That whole industry wicked. But yeah, Hot Boy, man, if we can do another one, man, just hit my email, man. I'm about to end this live. I really appreciate you coming on, big dog. Again,
I'm
tell everybody where they can follow you at.
Okay, so my Instagram got shadow banned. It's still shadow banned for a little bit, but I'm gonna get it back. It's the one with 70,000 followers. That's HOTBOY414. But since it's shadow banned, I made a little backup page that everybody's starting to follow me on, because also I'm going viral on Instagram again. The Glock slide is going viral. Reggie Baby just made a video for the Glock slide. Goofy Goofy TV just made one for the Gaga slide, and it's going viral again. So you guys can follow me at hottest, like the hottest, but it's hottest boy 414. That's my backup page. You guys can follow me on YouTube at HOTBOY414 Vivo. It's Hot Boy, no spaces between Hot Boy and 414. Is no space between Hot and Boy either. And Vivo, Vevo, that's my YouTube. But I also have 20 other YouTube pages for other content. Which I have another page called Dr. Hot Boy, which you guys come on with your problems and you tell me your problems, any type of problems. It could be music, it could be girls, it could be mental problems, anything like that. And you guys tell me the problem and I help you guys with those. I have a channel for my special effects and my video editing because I do CGI, special effects, video editing, all that. I'm also going to be creating a business channel on monetizing videos, live streams, music, everything. And then that's just all for channels. I still have more channels, but I don't want to bore you guys with telling you all the channels and the gist of them. But you guys can look me up, HOTBOY414 everywhere.
Well,
And
just send me all the links. I'll make sure I put them in the description box of this video.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go back and watch this video anyway because I like looking at the comments and then like the live stream with the live chats and shit. So like I'm gonna go back and watch that. I appreciate you for bringing me on here. Anytime, bro. Anytime you trying to do an interview, I'm always open to it. Especially,
we got a whole lot more to talk about, especially if you want to
talk.
Oh
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll most definitely be in touch.
Yeah, and then all you guys, I appreciate y'all for listening. I appreciate all the comments. I haven't seen all the comments, but I will get to that.
They were going crazy about your eyes, man. They was going crazy.
For real?
About
what they be saying? My eyes wide or something?
They say you wide, you won't blinking.
Yeah. Okay. So the thing with my eyes is so like my eyesight is real bad after the shit happened. So all the bones right here in my face was broken on both sides, and bits and pieces of the bones stabbed my eyes. So like my eyes wide because like I can't see. So like I keep my eyes like wide so I can see shit, and I don't make eye contact because like when I look down, like I still have like pieces and shards in my eyes still. So like when I look down, it fucked my vision up worse. So like that's why I haven't made eye contact with the screen this whole time. I've been looking off.
It hurt. Well, shit, man. Let's go ahead and end this up, man. I appreciate you coming on, big dog.
I appreciate you, bro.
You'll be in the email, man. I'll be in contact with you.
Y'all be safe. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all.
All right. I ain't want to do him like that, man. I would have just cut him off. HOTBOY414 is a cool dude, man. I really appreciate him coming on. He was really real. He didn't dodge. I feel like he probably dodged one or two questions, but I don't think he dodged anything, man. He come here like a man. He handled himself. I'm for damn sure ain't going to goddamn motherfucking Kardashians. Hell no. But we gonna be doing the after party, man. Just follow me on DMTV too. I'm about to take like a 5-minute intercession. We'll be on there, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be holding down. I'm out.